But without further ado, we're going to be playing Knights of the Old Republic. I am 90% sure we're going to hear something in the Game Awards. It's the perfect game that Jeff Keighley would love to present, like at the end of the day. And without, and here's a surprise reveal. And there's a lot of reports, insider people that keep up with it, who have said, not specifically that it'll come out, but that a game that is a major Star Wars game, which could be anything, could be Lego Star Wars. It could be Total War Star Wars that we know is in development. But he said it wasn't Eclipse, which I would love to see that game. And it's not Zero Company, the XCOM style game that's out there. He said that it ends with the Old Republic. So there is a good chance it is this one and not the MMO, which I still play. And I'm probably going to actually fire up either for this channel or the other channel, the podcast channel, because it's voice acted. There's a lot of stories going on there. It's about 300 years in the future from the timeline of the of the Knights of the Old Republic. But I don't believe it's for that, because I keep up with the Star Wars The Old Republic MMO developer videos that they do, the news reports that they do. They are amping up to do something. That's known. We know that they're doing something new. It may be a new DLC, but it's not bringing in any new players. So why would you spend all that money just to lose it? Because you're not bringing in anybody new that's already playing it. My belief is that if Knights of the Old Republic gets released, then they will piggyback on the hype. And that's my hope. I think they know something too. So all the little clues, all the little bits and pieces we've been getting, there's some legal documents that came out that said who's working on KoTOR 2. All this is known. We know that it's a live project. This game is absolutely special when it's working, of course. I can't imagine any other game out there in the sphere that is so special as this one that hasn't had a remake or remaster at some point. So it is long overdue. Without further ado, finally, again, another introduction. Knights of the Old Republic. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to have to also go back and mute some things because the Star Wars thing will get me copyrighted. It's not a copyright strike. They'll just make me mute that portion or not let me monetize it on YouTube. So I will have to go back and mute it. But for now, we're going to work with it. We're going to create kind of like a Canon run. Okay? So mostly light side. And I don't remember if the Canon run is more of a soldier or scout, but I'm going to go scoundrel. It ultimately doesn't really make much of a difference, but that's the way I'm going to go. We're going to do custom. For our portrait, I typically, for me, go with this guy. So we're going to use him. Why not? I think a lot of times when people do their videos and their runs, they do this guy or this guy. Not that guy. I've never seen one for this one, but he's not bad. I'm gonna go with this one. I just like this one. Canon Revan is male. KoTOR 2 Canon is female. Now, you can play it however you want. No one's going to tell you got to do it this way or that way, but I'm going to try to stay as true as possible to the Canon run, so that way we can transition to any videos or any content that's, the point of reference to the way we're doing it. That way we don't confuse nobody. And there we go. Attributes. Let's go with recommended first. See what it says. Dexterity is high, intelligence is high, charisma is decent, wisdom is decent. I like this one. I think these are good points. This is very D&D 2.5, 3.0 rules. Constitution is a bit low. I could bring down some intelligence and put some in Constitution. I think I might do that. Give us a nice little modifier, a nice little base modifier. We can live a little bit longer. But that intelligence comes into play when you're lock picking what they call slicing in the Star Wars universe. Skills. Okay. I'm going to see what it says for recommended. It's saying demolitions. That's what I like about demolitions is that when you pick up mines and stuff and deactivate them, then you can sell them. So it's a source of making money, to believe it or not. But I'm not going to go with that. We're going to go with computer. Computer. It doesn't give me a bonus because I don't have enough intelligence. It was trying to give me more intelligence, but I said no. So we're going to stealth. I'll do a couple. Awareness is very important. Persuade. I'm all about the persuasion. You know me. Charisma, charisma, charisma. Security and treat injury. I'm going to take that away from treat injury because we're going to be fine. I'm going to put the rest in repair. I need to find some points to put into persuade. So let's just take 1 point away from stealth, see if we can't put it in persuade. Yeah. But I'm going to leave this alone for computer. You'll notice I'm not doing demolitions. In KoTOR 2, mines are all over the place in KoTOR 2. So it really does help there. But in the first one, All right. Now I am streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so if somebody is chatting, it's going to be very hard for me to see. So please be loud. Don't think I'm ignoring you. It's just hard to see through the mask. Feats. Not like your toes, you know. Your abilities, basically. Well, they call your abilities those things we just did, but right here is the toughness. So that's why I could have not said Constitution, because I can put it into this one anyway. And what's nice about this rule set is that it has 3 levels to it, and at any time you could go and say, oh, I want to add this, and it retroactively gives you those hit points, those vitality points. We only get 1. So 2 weapon fighting, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It is a standard Canon run, but for right now, I'm going to go with toughness. Toughness or dueling, because that means we won't have much of a penalty when we are two-hand. So empathy. Here's the +1 to persuade, awareness, or treat injury. And that's what I need. So I want to do toughness. I'll do that on the next level, or the next, I think it's at level 3. But for right now, we're going to add empathy. And our name. Darth Legion. Darth Legion. That's good enough. If anybody wants to talk lore, I'm all about it. Bring it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let's do it. Like I said, I will have to mute this part later. So we'll see. Uh-oh.
You.
There it is.
Big, stupid jelly.
It's not capturing the cinematics, so I got to be careful with that. Hey Mongoose, how are you doing? I just skipped the cinematic because it wasn't capturing it anyway, so that's fine.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
And this is not voice acted, so I'm going to try to say as much as I can, but the reason why I don't do a lot of runs with KoTOR or KoTOR 2 is the alien speech. They constantly say something super fast, and I don't have time to read the text. So it is the main reason why I don't stream this more often. Otherwise I would. But I will read my parts. The Endar Spire.
Did you fall out of your bunk and hit your head? The Endar Spire is the ship we're stationed on. This ship. You probably don't even know who I am, do you? I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic Fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Who's Bastila?
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really, but she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack.
Just get multilingual?
You swore an oath
Yeah.
just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I know all about your reputation, how you used to smuggle spice and blasters along the Corellian run. I guess the Republic figured since they couldn't catch you, they might as well hire you. And I'll admit, the Republic is in desperate need of someone with your kind of skills. Desperate enough to overlook your shady past. But now that you signed on for this mission, you're part of the Republic fleet. And Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack.
Okay. Let's go help Bastila.
So hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Alright. Journal entry. So we have a stealth field generator, a computer spike, a security spike, blaster pistol, short sword, and some clothes. Alright. So we're gonna go into our character. I forgot you can't double click everything. Okay. Okay. I think we're good.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
Alright, Trask has joined the party. So we're in tutorial hell at the moment.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Alright.
Now that the door is open, you better take the lead again.
Alright.
Sure. This is Carthonasi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge!
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
Alright, let's move out. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Mongoose. It's good to see you. We're doing a KoTOR run. It's gonna be, struggle bus. It always is. But hopefully we'll get through it.
That door's locked, and I don't have the codes to open it. You'll have to use your security skill on it if we want to get past.
Alright. So one thing that I did is I moved some of my keybinds around, so Specifically the load and the F and the save. So F5 is generally quick save on most games, so I changed it to that. It was by default F4. So
No problem. Got it.
These Sith must be the advanced boarding party for the Republic.
yeah, for the Republic. Okay. All right, let's okay. We're in tutorial hell, I'm telling you.
I've got a feeling that won't be our last battle with the Sith. Good thing we have med packs to heal our wounds.
The advanced
Might
boarding
be a
party
good
for the
idea to
Republic?
use one
Yeah.
now before our next battle.
All right. That's the other thing, is that you have to kind of wait for some of them to die before they see. Now, this is what I was talking about. Like, I'm stuck. I can't move. So what I do is I quick save and I reload, and then I should be able to move. See, in the past, if you had like a slow hard drive or whatever, then that would be a problem. So that's been my workaround. And most of the time it works. Oh yeah, I didn't actually. I need to let me disengage and use the health pack.
Yes?
I forgot I was that low. Trask, what are you doing? Okay. This is getting. Okay, I should have moved Trask. There we go. Yeah, I should have moved Trask.
What?
There we go. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is the loot doesn't just show up, or you can't auto loot either. It's you kind of have to wait for people to disappear before you can get stuff. All right, so we got a combat suit. I'm going to do a long sword. We could equip a short sword, but we'd have a penalty. Bolivar Trask? Yeah. Bolivar Close Off. Yeah. You can kind of appreciate, like, if they were, if we do get a remake, all this is so much potential cinematic. There's so much going on here. Bolivar Trask is a character from X-Men. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for educating me, Mongoose. I don't know the X-Men universe. Okay, so here we're going to throw a grenade. Because again, we're in tutorial hell. So oh, there's a second wave. Let's use Trask. What are you doing, Trask? There you go. I do have it on normal difficulty, but I thought about doing easy, because we're just trying to play the game, you know, we're not trying to prove that we can do it on any one level. I've already got so many runs under my belt that I don't need to prove anything. Is there any more loot? Yeah. Okay. Hit F5. This is an insanity. I think the only in the game, the way it's set up is easy, normal, and difficult. That's it. And it's kind of like Mass Effect 2. You don't have anything, so you could do it on difficulty, I'm sure, but it's the D&D rules too, so it's just luck sometimes. So you can have the best stats, and a difficult is just, there's no skill there, you know?
It's a dark Jedi. This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way. That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help.
All right. Go to Trask. Make sure he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Okay.
Sure.
See, like right here, it's stuck. So we're gonna reload, and we should be good. Like I said, it's a pain, but it's a workaround. You know, we should be okay. Okay. What do we have here? Ah, okay. This particular scene, the part of the bridge, blew me away when I first played this. I was like, wow, you can see like the ship moving and the planet and all the stars. It was really neat. Oh, got a level.
Bastila's not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
All right. Okay. So we have a level, but I don't think we need a... I mean, I could upgrade it real quick. It's not going to make much of a difference. But yeah, this scene right here was like, wow. This is so cool. This scene blew me away when I first played it. I don't think there's anything else, yeah. You have enough experience to level up. You must level up. Oh, okay, never mind. So they're gonna make me level up. This, like I said, this kind of a tutorial hell at the moment, but that's okay. Okay, so we're gonna do persuade and awareness. Another point in persuade, and then probably security. Yeah. And then in our feats, we're going to go to... this gives us a +1 to repair, security, and computer. This one is a +1 to all saving throws, reflecting the character's excellent physical conditioning. It's actually pretty big, you know. But, and then right here is an implant. So you will run across the implants and they're very useful. But I don't think unless you unlock this, you won't be able to use it. So, but my gut is still saying I should probably do toughness, you know. Staying alive. Okay.
There's something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
Tress is gonna hold him off with his little vibro sword. Okay. Starboard section. Yeah. So, I can remember there is one section before.
This is KoTOR on your
there it is.
personal
Okay.
communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Basila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods. But be careful. There's a Sith patrol just down the corridor. Use your stealth skill to sneak past him.
All right. So, in case if that voice is familiar, that is the same voice actor for Canon in Mass Effect. I love Karth in this game. I love Karth. I don't like Caden. Same voice, different personality, you know? Let's see here. I'm gonna throw a grenade at him. Okay. Make sure there's no loot. What? Oh, disengage. Didn't look at my health. There we go.
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
Alright. That's a good idea, Caden. So, when you have enough dudes, sick Revan, hey, thank you, Vincard Doom. It's very difficult to see, so if I missed some of your chats, I apologize. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much. What I like to do is do the droid and sabotage, because you get more XP, you know? Reactivate the droid. Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I forgot to set my settings to 1080 because I normally record and do other things on 1440. So, but in Twitch, you can put it down to 720, 360. It has encoding options. And of course, I'm on YouTube. Activate droid shields, patrol mode. And yeah, I was talking to Dash. He just bought a Revan mask too. He's so excited. Dash, if you don't know Dark Lord Dash, he's a friend of the channel. He's got like, I don't know, like 300,000 subscribers. He's much larger than I am. But we talk. You know, I love his voice and he says he likes mine. So, but he does some KoTOR content and he does a phenomenal job of it. So definitely check it out if you can. But yeah, he just bought a Revan mask too. He's just as excited as I am about the news. Let's see here. Overload. Alright. But see, we got XP for doing the droid, and we got XP for overloading. I could have just gone in stealth, but no. They killed Trask. We had to get our vengeance. We had to get our revenge. But yeah. I'm gonna try, like I said, try to do this as canonically as I can. I can't guarantee everything, but
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
Here's my favorite game of all time. Are you hyped for the remake? That's an understatement. I am a little bit older. I think I played this, So I played the original Baldur's Gate when they came out. And when, so I was already a big BioWare fan, and then I wasn't so hyped with Jade Empire, but then when this came out, I was drooling, waiting for it. But it came out on Xbox first, so I had to wait. And then when I finally got to play it on PC, I was just like, I played it over and over and over. I often on our podcast refer to KoTOR, so even now, after all these years, it stays with me. So I love this game so much. It's special. So any remake, even if it was a 1-to-1, but just more playable, I'd be fine with that. But apparently it's a remake, not like a remaster, so I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Who are you?
I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left on the Endar Spire. Basila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
The way I have my stuff set up, though, we might miss cinematics, and I didn't realize that before that first cinematic happened, so I tried to just capture to where you could get everything on the screen. I didn't realize that this game is so buggy that you can't do game capture, but I can do window capture. But I never thought that the cinematics would be a problem. So yeah, it's the first game I played when my dad, with my dad when it came out. So I get it. Oh yeah, a lot of great memories with this game. There's nothing about this game that's bad, except for the playability, of course. It's so deep. The story is amazing, and yeah. I don't have to sell it. You already know. Yeah. So I have a cinematic going on. You can't see it. So it's just the pod escaping the ship. So I'll try to figure that out for the next stream. But it just crashes onto Terrace. That's it. Fortunately, the cinematics are not big. So yeah, the ports are busted. Yeah. And now it's Basila fighting a dark Jedi that we kind of see in our memory. Yeah, it's weird how like you can see some cinematics, but not all the cinematics. I don't know. I may just have to put it on display
Good to see you
capture
up
and then
instead
just,
of thrashing about in your
you
sleep.
know, get
Must
the
been having one hell of a nightmare.
gets what's in front of
I was
it, you
wondering
know.
if you were ever gonna wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you on the escape pod. Do you remember?
I had a strange dream, like a vision or something.
I'm not surprised. You took a serious blow to the head. You're probably having all kinds of strange dreams. I wouldn't worry too much about it. We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. But try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. You were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
The Sith?
Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages.
I do.
That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Bastila. She's the one from the Endar Spire, right?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malik's Sith master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
Well, if Bastila's a Jedi, she can probably look after herself.
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malik's followers have mastered the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. I doubt anyone's specifically looking for us anymore. We're not that important. But if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how vital she is to the war effort. And Bastila's no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies.
All right. Battle meditation. What's that?
Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. And often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. But there are limits to what she can do. From what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she probably never even had a chance to use her power. I'm guessing she barely got out alive, and now she's trapped here just as we are. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
All right. Any idea where we should start looking for Bastila?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. I don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
Okay. The sooner we start looking for Bastila, the sooner we can find her. Oh, no. I want to ask you some questions.
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much help it'll be.
What do you know about Malik and the Sith?
Everything I know about Malik is pretty much common knowledge. He escaped the trap that killed Darth Revan, his Sith master. With Revan's death, Malik became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malik's a ruthless tyrant who'll crush anyone who stands in his way, just like Revan was. Experience has shown that the Sith won't stop until the Republic lies in ruins. Malik and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster.
Ever heard of a planet called Vermeer? A Jedi? What do you mean?
Malik and Revan were once both part of the Jedi Order, but they were young and headstrong, and against the wishes of the Council, they went to battle the Mandalorians on the Outer Rim. Something happened out there. Something corrupted them and drew them over to the dark side. Or maybe there was something rotten inside them all along. I don't know. They formed an army of ex-Republic soldiers and Jedi who'd fallen to the dark side, with Revan at their head, until Revan was killed by Basila's Jedi strike team. But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malak just stepped in and assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith Armada and resumed the bloody conquest of the Outer Worlds.
So it doesn't take much for me to go off on a tangent about the Jedi, the Sith, and everything Force related. I really love how KoTOR satiates those burning questions I had, you know? There's a lot of things that the Jedi are perceived in a certain way, and yet you look at their actions and things that they've accomplished and how they do them, and you're thinking you're on a false pedestal. They should not be lifted in this way. And yet there's many times where they look at it from a balanced side of things, which, you know, George Lucas is a big thing about balance, but even I would say he's got it wrong. Because they want to project this balance like it's more light side, like the Sith or the dark side is a corruption, but it's not. The idea of balance is truly that they weigh the same on each side. So to say, well, we have to remove the corruption to create balance is not the proper way to see that. And I'm not going to say that somebody should see it one way or the other. It's just that fundamental idea is flawed. So that's why you have a lot of the movies and the some of the other media that we have that sees things from a slightly skewed side of things. This game sees it the right way. This one, and especially KoTOR 2. So if you hear me go on a rant or a tangent, I apologize ahead of time, but it really wasn't until KoTOR came around that I really said, finally, I think somebody else kind of gets it. But yeah. Sounds like Malak and the Sith have the right idea. Let's see. I want to ask you something else.
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much help it'll be.
All right. What can you tell me about this planet we're on?
Taris was once a magnificent planet-wide metropolis of towering skyscrapers, but that was a long time ago. The upper city where the rich citizens live is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control. And the undercity is... well, it's even worse. The lowest level of Taris is a wasteland overrun by rat ghouls. Mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal.
Yeah, Lucas actually said something about that in an interview. Apparently balance and the light side are the same thing, which sounds silly to you. Yeah, yeah. The balance fundamentally, and the funny thing is that Jedi Fallen Order also has a lot of the same, but of course Chris Avellone was highly influential in the Fallen Order. He was the lead writer for KoTOR 2. So it's not surprising that it's getting some of the, it's on a better track of understanding really how some of these things operate. But yeah, no, it's not that it's just about light side. You can have light side, but even Luke understood that to be a true light side, a paragon of doing lawful goodness is not the way, because you're too shifted. He embraced certain things like love that the Jedi said, no, that's a dangerous emotion. You can't have that emotion. You have to be, balanced. And he said no. And he was by far the greatest Force user ever. And that's why he embraced those things that were going to tilt him too far to one side. So being fully light side is not the way. And it's funny that Lucas created these characters and he can't see that. Anyway, I'd like to know more about you, Karth.
I understand why you want to know more about me. I kind of get the feeling we'll be spending a lot of time together over the next while. But this isn't really the best time for long introductions. We should stay focused on the task at hand. There'll be a time for that later.
All right. So what's love got to do with it? What's love but a secondhand emotion? The Jedi. Yeah. All right. The sooner we start looking for it, let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
So, a lot of people's criticisms about the game is terrorists. To me, Arenicus dungeon in Baldur's Gate 2 is far worse, even though it's shorter. But you're really developing yourself and understanding like how do you do certain things within the game. And so it's not a tutorial necessarily, but there's a lot of storytelling going on Terrace. And so I've never had a problem with the lengthiness of Terrace. I think it's just fine. I've never seen it as like your starting zone or a tutorial area, but it kind of is, but at least they're telling you a story along the way. Okay, let's use the workshop. Let's see if there's anything we can do. Oh, we can. Okay. So that little thing we found on the ship, we added an upgrade here, and that was it adds +1 physical damage. So and this is kind of tricky because you can kind of cancel out of it by accident, so you have to say a symbol and then close just to make sure. Okay, hit F5 and then yeah, get going. Since this is the first time you are leaving, you will have to take Karth. I like how it says you will have to take Karth. All right. Let's go. I think it said he was level 4.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
This part right here, I'm not going to read those. Sorry. He said something about that guy's mother or
That's
something or
how
another.
we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
Unacceptable. And then Karth. Nice. That was nice and efficient. So it's funny because like that was slow enough for me to read all that if I needed to, but a lot of the alien stuff, it's like they'll say like this real long thing for a very short phrase, but conversely they'll say this like real short thing for a really long phrase, and so you can never tell. So I'm just not even going to try this run. So won't someone come searching for this patrol? And he's just saying he's going to hide the bodies for us. So, shoot, shoot. All right. You know it. Okay. Thought maybe they had some repair parts, but they don't. Yeah. Low security door, so we could go in, but I'm not going to go in just yet. I'm going to try to like be nice here at first. Eventually we'll go in. My name is Laram. Ah, pleased to meet you, Laram. My name is Darth Legion. He's selling shields. What's so great about these energy shields? Or so I hear.
Jodo jidbungarantang. Takumjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bolawana chikne. Bamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabest.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
And is also directly stolen from Dune. So it's talking about shields and shielding and how, you know, they can protect you from lightsabers sometimes and blaster shots and whatnot. But against a vibro sword, it doesn't work as good. And that's directly taken from Dune. So where this technology comes, and I hope in the remake, and they probably won't do this, but it's a great immersion thing when you have all these aliens and their alien dialect that you're hearing, but I really don't think we need it, because we have a universal translator. We might as well just lean into that. Like, we hear them in that dialect, in, you know, speaking. We don't really need to. Like, if it was something else, like, I don't know, Mass Effect. No, Mass Effect has the Omni tools and everybody. So that's actually how Mass Effect does it. They are speaking in their own alien language, but we understand it through our localization. So, oh, sorry, Perry, I didn't see your thing there real quick. Sorry. So, Legion, I'm guessing that you're doing a dark side playthrough this time? No, we're doing a canon. There's no reason to do a dark side run. Where did this technology come from? Rumors of the Achani.
Wonga kumbisjang ba mulira. Takumjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut.
Chuchut.
Mogesha ponka bolawana chikne.
Oh, no wanna contenta.
Kumbist mule rabest. Chi gratu loda pograshi onion kompa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun.
Yeah, all this is just so that they can tell you about energy shields. Pankalawanka.
Hawaga boska chocola. Mucha shag panka.
It's all saying a bunch of nothing. I know. I've heard enough about anything else. Not much else to say, really, except that I've managed to get my hands on one of those shields. It isn't cheap, but it could mean the difference between life and death. You want to see what I have in stock? Sure. But why do you have a kiosk set up here? You know, in fact, while we're in this, maybe I can go ahead and change it over to my display instead. Give me 1 second to try that. See if we can't fix this. Yeah. Hold up. Make sure we're okay there. We're good there. Yeah, we're good there. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. Okay. Actually, I know exactly where this is supposed to go. Let's go right there. Like that. Okay. And this one needs to come up some. Right about there. I'll have to look at it again once we get into the action stuff. Yeah. Let's see here. You mentioned something about illegal aliens living here.
Tag bis tu bonko koki banka. Ching para chiska mule tunarana nu prata donko si.
There we go. Sorry. Since the residents in the upper terrace, a few of us Twi'leks, but the most part it's humans. No self-respecting upper city human would want to live in the apartments in this dump. Rather than letting them sit all empty, though, I guess. Otherwise you get squatters. Aren't you worried about getting caught? They pretty much turned a blind eye to me. Okay. I don't live here by myself. I just run a small business. All right, let's see what you got. Achuta. All right, finally. Okay, so we only have 86 credits. But he's got some good stuff. Here's that energy shield he was talking about. I don't think we need it, but we'll buy it. You don't have enough credits. Oh, it's 154. I need to sell some things, though, that's for sure. I don't need one of these at least. We don't need that one. Sell one of these. I'm going to sell that one, blaster rifle. I'll keep it just for now. So now we have 198 credits. And the energy shield, I kind of want that, but we don't have enough money. Nah, we'll just hold off till we get some money, you know? He's like, chuta. Okay, this is the part where it's going to spin around. I've just got to fix my display. Okay, there we go. I think this is okay. I'm not including the mini map and the icons up the upper. I'm just going to try to make it as cinematic as possible so you won't see my character in the lower left and you won't see my items on the lower right. You'll just get me. Let me see if now that I know where everything is, let me just make sure that my camera is in the right spot. Slimo? Okay, so yeah, everything's good. I'm going now. Achuta. Okay, so we're going to level up our skills, which, again, awareness, persuade. Need to put some in repair. Don't have enough. Yeah, because that takes 2 slots. But I do need to put some in repair because at some point it's going to make my life a lot easier. Computer use and repair. Security, it's okay. We're good for now. I'm going to accept that. Sneak attack. All right. How are you doing today, Perry? Good to see you. Let's go this way. Perry knows these KoTOR games. Like I said, I'm going to eventually go into these rooms, but for right now, I think we're okay. This is to the upper city. I'm going to come back around. I'm just going to go around the whole thing, just making sure. There's like little areas like this. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, we would have to break into everything. Janitor.
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors.
Who are you?
My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? Never thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment. You look like an off-worlder. What happened? You get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment.
I want to ask you some questions.
Don't know how much I can tell you, but
it's free XP, yeah. Got to get back to work. Good luck with Caden or whatever his name is. Absolutely. Well, Banana, it's good to have you around. Get back to work. Do your jab. Tell me about Terrace. We're gonna get some equipment. What do you think about the Sith in this quarantine?
Not much of an issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taurus, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, but I don't really know much about it. I prefer to keep to myself mostly. But there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to tell you what they think about the Sith and their quarantine.
Where's Cantina?
Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
Oh, I can miss it, all right.
Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
Where can I get some equipment?
Well, the best place to go is probably Kebley Yurt's store. She's right across from the cantina, so you can stop in for a drink if you get thirsty while you're shopping. Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
All right.
Don't know how much...
Tell me about Terrace. Yeah, Terrace.
Decent enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just stay in Upper City and you'll be fine. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. A good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in the Upper City.
All right, I'll be going.
I should get back to work anyway. I'll probably see you around. I'm here most of the time. The building doesn't clean itself, you know.
That's right. Yeah, so this is where we started from. And we'll go to the upper city. But I'll be honest with you guys, playing this again makes me really want to fire up my KoTOR, you know, the MMO. Makes me really want to fire that up. Salvage droids. This is where we crashed. This is our little crash pod.
Yes, what's on your mind?
know more about you, Karth.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter the Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop it.
Tell me like it's your fault. Like you failed somehow. Caden Alenko? Yep. It's Caden, but I love Karth. I really do like Karth a lot. So, same voice actor, and he has the same mannerisms and the same method of delivery, but I love Karth. Not a big fan of Caden.
It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't.
Them? Do you mean the people of your homeworld?
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I? You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
All right. So this is where we came from. We can go that way, or we can go this way. I think this is a shop over here on the right. Yeah, Kebla's shop. Equipment Emporium.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
Let me ask you some questions.
Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know?
I was wondering how you feel about the Sith.
It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine, though. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all.
Okay, swoop gangs. What can you tell me about them?
I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the Lower City like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the Hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the Lower City has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now.
What do you know about Davik?
Oh, Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
Well, I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. So I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand?
All right. So, is Davik working with the Sith?
Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other.
Okay. You know anything about the escape pod that crashed here on Terrace?
I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first.
Okay. General information about Terrace.
Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't you?
I
Come
am.
to Terrace for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Terrace isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the upper city. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the lower city. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davik's men are having trouble down there.
Okay.
Good day to you, then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies.
Well, I didn't get to look at the supplies.
Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. Finest selection of supplies in all of Terrace. You interested in seeing what I have in stock?
Yeah, let's look at it.
Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
All right. So there's this Bondin alloy heavy suit for 900 credits. Military suit, heavy combat suit, light battle armor. But the combat suit, this is like what we already have. This gives a defensive bonus of 4, maxdarity plus 5. The light battle armor gives us more defense, but the dex bonus is only plus 2. So it's kind of a give and take. I will say they have the Sichani Ritual brand, which is kind of nice. But we don't have any proficiency in double-bladed anything just yet. But I'm missing it. I really want to go that way again. Here's some mines. Permacrete detonator. Now, here's the funny thing. Even when I first played this game, I knew how BioWare does things. Like, anytime you find something that's kind of unique and on its own, just get it. Because you'll probably need it or use it for something. So this one says, it's a powerful detonator, is extremely complicated. Only someone trained in its use could set and activate it. I'm going to buy it because it's real cheap. It's only 50 credits. And obviously it's kind of unique. So yeah, I can get that. All right. We're going to talk to the Sith trooper.
Don't bother me. I'm here on official Sith business.
All right. So I'm just going to go straight to the canteen and we'll see what we can see. Get some groovy music on.
Don't you just love watching the Pazak players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
Hey, Niklos.
What do you want? Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Pazak player on Taris?
Who are you?
My name is Niklos. I'm the unofficial champion of the Pazak circuit here on Taris. If you don't mind losing your wager, we could play a few hands.
I want to play Pazak, but I don't have a deck.
You don't even have your own deck? Then why are you bothering me? You can't play Pazak without your own deck. If you're serious about Pazak, go speak to old Garok on the other side of the tavern. His gambling days are over, and he's looking to sell his deck.
All right. Oh, he's conveniently right here. I thought he was on... The way he made it sound like he's on the other side of the whole building.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it.
Who are you, though?
My name's Garuk. I used to be a card shark, one of the best Pazak players in the Outer Rim. But that was before I retired from the gambling life.
You're giving up gambling? Why?
Don't get me wrong. The game's been good to me over the years. I've traveled the span of the galaxy, from the core worlds to the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim. I've won countless fortunes, and lost countless more. But that was long ago, and things have changed. Gambling is a young man's game. That's why I'm looking to get out. My offer still stands. 50 credits gets you my...
Oops. 50 credits gives you the old Pazak deck and a free lesson. Sure. Okay.
Glad to see you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Here, I'll load them up into your data pad so you can check them out anytime you want. Good luck. I hope the game's as good to you as it was to me. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I think we're good. I could do the free lesson, but, you know, we know how to play Pazak. There's some things I forget, but essentially it's a pretty simple game. I'll be going.
Of course, of course. No sense in a youngster like you wasting your days away with an old man in a dingy bar. But if you ever want to chat, you know where to find me.
I do. Well, I appreciate it. Now, I think I may be forgetting, but I thought I may be confusing this with The Witcher, but I thought maybe you could like set up your deck ahead of time. I may be misremembering that then. All right. Sarna.
Hi there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off.
Oh, you're from the military base. You don't look like one of the Sith.
I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith occupation force.
Nice to meet you, Sarna. I'm Darth Legion.
I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. It can make this job pretty lonely.
You're just doing your job, right? I don't hold that against you.
It's true, but people don't appreciate what we've done for them. We could have slapped a curfew on this whole planet, but we didn't. You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know we have to make the best of things?
Well, you got a pretty positive attitude. Yeah.
Exactly, it's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
And you need to blow off some steam once in a while.
That's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam.
Wonderful.
I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map.
Great. Sounds good. I'll be there.
Don't be late. We're starting right after our shifts end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you, Sarna. Pleasure talking to you. Teresia Noble.
What? Why are you speaking to me? Can't you tell from my clothing that I'm of the nobility? Get away from me. I can't be seen talking with a common rabble. It wouldn't be proper for a man of my standing.
Let's see here. Terrace Citizen, Terrace Citizen. I'm not going to do this just yet. I don't have the levels or the dexterity, so I'm going to hold off. What's in here? Sith Patron.
Let me enjoy my drink in peace, and I won't have to run you in for questioning.
I'm sorry, I'm too busy to talk. I've got to get these drink orders to the customers.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Order? I have no clue what you're talking about.
Careful what you say. I get the feeling this spoiled brat could cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired.
Okay. I'm sorry. Don't get upset. I'll go get that drink.
That's better. Now, hurry up with our order.
And here are your drinks, Miss Lavin. I apologize for the delay.
There you go. Successfully navigated another conversation. Yes, the dual room. All right. We will come back. Okay. I'm gonna play a little hand with Niklos. We probably will lose, but
I saw you getting a Pazak lesson from that old fossil Garuk. Learning the rules of Pazak is easy, but actually playing the game is a much greater challenge. Normally, I wouldn't bother with a novice like you. But since Gerud was banned for hustling cards, I haven't been able to find a good game around here. Do you wish to play a hand?
sure. Let's play.
I'm going to enjoy relieving you of your credits almost as much as I'm going to enjoy humiliating you.
We're not going to bet that much. We're just going to say 10. He's got all the cards. We have nothing, really. There we go. Yeah, we're sure. Wow, we started off with a 10. So the idea is to try to get as close as you can to 20, and that's Pazak. And then you can use cards to make up that difference. So I have a 2, a 1, a 4, and a 4. I'm going to risk it. I went over. I lost. Great. So if he wins this one, he wins the whole thing. I lost. Oh, that's right. It's 3 rounds, not 2. Yeah. So we won that one. The greatest comeback of all time of Pazak. Hey, we got it. Here we go. I want to go here, and I'm going to stand. He'll probably get a 20. Yeah. There you go. It never fails. I mean, he's just got a better deck than I do. Oh well.
Pazak is not for everyone. It requires both nerve and skill. Perhaps you should practice before risking your credits against such a skilled player as myself. Unless you like losing.
Goodbye.
If you ever wish to test yourself against the best Pazak player on Taris, you know where to find me.
Okay. I mean, at some point when we get more cards, we can challenge him again.
Back again?
No, I was thinking maybe he sold at least a card or two.
Of course.
But oh well. We'll leave. I do probably need to take a break here in a minute just so I can hydrate. But we'll get to a nice little area. Medical facility, yeah, we need to go in here. But before we do, I will probably just take a quick break. I will be right back. Let me put it on the... Let me put that lock down. Quick break right there. Move that up here. Yeah, just gonna, get my drinks and everything. Because, being in the mask and stuff, I can't. There's no straw, believe it or not. No straw hole. Who'd have thunk? But I will be right back. Let's go to the medical facility. There we go. Gurney.
Can't you see I'm busy with my duties? Go talk to Zelka if you need something.
Okay. Beep, beep, boop, boop, beep.
I see from your appearance that you're an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Thorne refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course.
Of course. Rat ghoul disease, what's that?
The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
Is there no cure?
There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen.
Well, maybe I could find a way to get my hands on that serum for you.
I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over. And nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
Well, don't worry, I'll get that serum for you.
Please, don't say that. If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let's see here. Let's ask you some questions.
I am quite busy maintaining the facility, but I suppose I could spare a bit of time to answer some questions. What would you like to know?
Tell me about the rat ghoul disease.
The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
Let's see here.
I am quite...
How do you feel about the Sith?
I know enough to be scared of them. I've heard about the brutality of the Sith. I know what they do to the planets they conquer. So far, all they've done is ask me some general questions, but I'm afraid they might one day decide to shut this facility down simply out of evil spite. I guess there's not much I can do about the Sith, except hope that the Republic finds a way to stop their conquest of the entire galaxy.
All right.
I am quite...
Just want some information about Taris. Oh, wait a minute. Do you know anything about the Republic escape pods that crashed in the Undercity?
Republic escape pods? No. Why would you ask me that? I don't know. Those pods crashed in the Undercity. I'm not involved in any way.
I know something. You better tell me, unless you'd rather talk to the Sith. So, I'm not going to say that just at this moment, but you seem awfully defensive.
I'm not defensive. I just don't like being accused of knowing something about those Republic pods. This is as bad as an interrogation by the Sith.
Don't worry, I'm not with the Sith. I won't betray your secret if you tell me. It seems kind of odd to say, but we'll say that.
Well, you don't look like you're with the Sith. I guess I can tell you my secret. Or rather, I can show you. since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that, you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
All right. So, is there anything I can do to help?
I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
All right, so we got some light side points. Probably a little bit of XP, but it didn't say that, so...
Psst, you there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the Rakghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear.
An offer? What are you talking about?
Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the Rakghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure.
Davik Kang? Who's that?
Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris.
Why does Davik want the cure so badly?
Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away.
All right. What if I tell Zelka that you're helping Davik get the cure?
I'll just deny it. Who's Zelka gonna believe? Me or some off-world stranger? Now be smart about this. You'll get a better deal selling to Davik.
All right. I think I'd rather give the serum to Zelka. He'll use it to help people.
Helping people is all well and good, but you have to help yourself first, right? I'm telling you, Davik will pay big credits for the cure. More than Zelka could ever afford.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rakghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Okay, so now we know their names if we were to have to deal with that.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Leave this man alone or you'll have to deal with me. Guess we have to teach you to mind your own business. Went straight to a fight. I couldn't remember if we could negotiate or not. I'm gonna get this guy and then I'm gonna throw everything at him. So light side point scheme. Oh, you missed. Okay. That was easy.
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
Well, maybe I can help you.
You already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so unless you have a spare 100 credits to give me so I can pay off Davik, there's nothing else you can do.
There you go. Oh no, I almost said hand over all your credits if you want to live. I'm just glad I could help. I must not have 100 credits.
I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
Okay, so we got XP, but no light side points. Well, the credits are right there. That probably would have made the difference. Old man, I got 100 credits now. Jeez. All right. He took off before we could loot the bodies and give him the 100 credits. All right. Oh, these are the apartments. I thought it was something else. So let's go this way first. Do. Ciao.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Slummy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to the lore says you belong, Slummy?
Oh, this is rich.
Yeah, like he said. These streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
Okay. Hey guys, we can all be friends here. Let me buy you a drink. Yeah.
A drink? Hey! For a slummy, you ain't so bad. Come on, boys. This slummy's buying the next round.
No way. Forget it. No more drinks. We're late enough as it is.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe next time, slummy. Come on, fellas. Let's go.
All right. Just running into a couple random drunks.
Friends and fellow humans, I'd bring you a warning of a great plague spreading across our planet. Please, listen to me. My name is Gorton Kolu. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to stop the spread of vermin and scum throughout Taris.
Vermin and scum? What are you talking about?
I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and Rhodians and Bith, all of them. Listen, friend, for these are dark times. That is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action. We cannot sit idly by while aliens blight our glorious planet.
Anti-alien. Okay. And y'all thought Ash was a space racist. I don't know what's worse, your hate-mongering or your ignorance.
You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning, you will suffer with the rest of the alien lathers.
Come on, we should keep moving. Kook or no, people like him can make trouble for us.
Alright. Droid shop. This is where I thought I was going a second ago. A customer, come in. Always good to see a new face. They say that people don't like to shop her because she's a Twi'lek. What do they have against Twi'leks? They don't like aliens here in Upper Terrace. Well, they tolerate us, but they'd rather see us as dancers in a cantina than business owners.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
I see a few aliens around, but I've learned not to dwell on it, though. Stay focused. My selection is a bit limited, though. The Sith took all my assault droids. Utility droids, what do they do? What don't they do?
Nishi la chorga kin kun para mona reji. Kuyami chita na patogta. Yafulke gogala jiji. Kawana bora at.
Okay. Let me ask you some questions. I don't know if I can help you with questions. I don't get out much. You know anything about those escape pods?
Tanga boksha nak nong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun na bule mule raji kun.
How do you feel about the Sith?
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun. Tong na bun chanuyang. Chinapala mule. Tong ki ba non tontek. Tuni chachon kun ne.
They follow bad owners. Okay. But general information.
Hachu apanki. Jishawa
I'll tell you. Stick to the upper city, you should be okay.
Yongbo Johnny. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala mulek. China pala mule.
I wouldn't recommend going to the lower city unless you have business with Davik or something like that. Swoop gangs, what can you tell me about them?
Kipuna. A
bunch of thugs.
Kin ba mule radwana. Dong kin ba no kudnok nek. Kavanumpa kumpialia monokata. Ranga kun bis kin no moruat. Kakin chanak. Ni bajoni yo la wish.
But now the Black Vulcar gang is making a bid to control the lower city. Okay. What do you know about Davik? He's a dangerous man. Heard he's a member of the Exchange, you know? The Intergalactic Crime Syndicate? I'd stay out of Davik's business if I were you. Okay. Swoop gangs, what can you tell me about them? Used to be so bad with the hidden Becks were in charge. I even sold them some droids. But now the Black Vulcar gang is making a bid. Oh, I think I read this already. Okay. Let's see what you got for sale. Let me see your droids. I've only got 2 droids left. Okay, so she got 2 droids, but one of them's not for sale. He's the top of the line. Tell me about the top of the line T3M4. It's the best utility droid ever built. Top notch. Expert security. So guys, the absolute top of the line, but he's not for sale. He's a custom job. I'm holding for a very special buyer. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so this is just the inventory, like different.
You must tie her down on a bed and spank her.
Oh.
You must spank her well, and after you have spanked her, you may deal with her as you like. And then, spank me. And spank me. And me. And me. Yes, yes, you must give us all a good spanking.
Welcome on in. I'm missing some of this beef. Oh, it's beef. How are y'all doing? Good to see you guys. Truly Clover. Good to see you. Yeah, we're doing some Star Wars The Old Republic. Kind of like a clean run. There's lots of rumors going on that we're going to get a remake. Hello, friendo. How you doing, Beef? Good friend of Banana and the podcast. So it's good to see you guys. I do a lot of RPGs. I do a lot of lore content, and sometimes I throw in an occasional tavern video or something like that. Well, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Appreciate you guys coming on in. And Beef, let me see here. you gotta understand my UI for some of these things is not always the best. What were y'all playing, Beef, or was it a just chatting session? You do a lot of Dead by Daylight, right? It's okay. But if you haven't played Knights of the Old Republic, we were playing Dead by Daylight. Yeah. Well, that's good. Hopefully it was a good session. I've seen a lot of Dead by Daylight. I've never played it myself. But good to see that you guys had a fun stream. But you know me so well. Yeah. KoTOR is definitely a well-beloved game. It's not the easiest to run in a modern system. It's got a lot of issues with it. But I think for the most part, I have it running to the point where we have our issues mitigated quite a bit, you know? All my recommendation is don't. Don't play Dead by Daylight. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I've seen a few streams, and I kind of like it's kind of like almost it's like white noise, like background noise for me, because I have no idea what's going on. And I always seem to watch the people who are running away, not the killers or whatever they're called. I never see anybody streaming that, so it's great to watch, but you get suckered in so bad. Yeah, I'm a big Alien fan, so when I saw there was one update with aliens in it, I thought, oh, that's kind of neat. But I still have never, gotten into it. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on in with everybody. And like I said, this is just a KoTOR run. I've done several KoTOR runs before in the past, but they were always Twitch exclusive. So I'm doing this on YouTube and Twitch, so we can at least have some archived runs, but yeah, if you need a raid and run, do what you got to do, get yourself rested up after a stream. But it's definitely good to see you coming on in. And at one time, I think I was Beef's favorite on the podcast, but that's mainly probably to antagonize Banana. But yeah, this game is a classic. One of the best stories in RPGs ever is KoTOR. KoTOR 2 is my personal opinion that it is the best story ever told in any RPG. But I'm new to this game. Is it open world? No, this is a very linear game. It does give you some options of how to play it and how to kind of go through the world, but it's definitely not open world. Legion's DBD is stinky. My only favorite Legion. Oh, that's good to see. But yeah, this is definitely, like I said, there's some hype that a lot of people that are who keep up with the updates of this particular game, KoTOR and KoTOR 2, Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2. There's a lot of strong speculation, and we've said it over the years, over and over. There's going to be a remake, there's going to be a remaster, it's over here, it's over there, maybe it's not happening, whatever. We strongly believe that there's a good chance it's going to be revealed at the Game Awards. If I put a percentage on it, I'm 90% sure. We don't know, but we're confident. So, and if so, it is a long time coming. Top 5 game, and like I said, it's just unfortunate that it's very difficult to play on a modern system. So let me talk to her again. It's in the Star Wars universe, of course. And this time I'm not reading all the alien stuff because it's very difficult in this game, because sometimes they'll say a very long alien phrase for just a few words and conversely they'll have this long sentence that they're supposed to be saying, but their alien language is real short, so I don't have enough time to read it. So I'm just not reading it this time around. Let me see your droids again. I'll take the T3H8. You know a bargain when you see one. He's reliable. Is there anything else? Nah, I'll be going. Okay, I'll see you later. So we bought this droid, and click click beep beep boop boop. Oh. Legion. Oh, you mean the there's a killer. I think you mean there's a killer in DVD that's sneaky. I think I've heard that before. Hey, what you told me a defective droid. How's that little T3H8? He blew up. I came to get my money back. It blew up. Don't worry, I run an honest business. I don't have to give you a full refund, but I don't want to lose a customer. Here's your 50 back. No hard feelings. Nah, no hard feelings. Glad to hear it. All right. Maybe I'll see you around later. So really, a lot of this was just to like tell us that there is a droid vendor in the area. Poor little droid. He went boom. But yeah, I mean, there's a great story behind this game. So here's a Sith guard. I think there's another. Yeah, this is. We can't go down here just yet, but I'm gonna go check it out. Military base. Yeah, we can't go this way just yet. And the other side is, I have to talk to the Sith guard, and he's gonna say, I'm just not allowed in. But I have a workaround. There's quite a few things we gotta do, but we're moving along.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
Where can I get those?
If you were supposed to have them, you'd know where to get them. Now quit wasting my time and move along.
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm not here to give you information. I work for the Sith, not the Taris Tourist Board. Now just move along, unless you have the proper authorization papers.
All right. Well, now we know. So now we're going to go to the apartments.
Through our streets.
Let's see here. We're going to go to the apartments and see what we can look in there. And then we go back to our original apartment, and there's a couple of things we can do there. Also at the cantina, there's a couple of things we can do. We're just a little too low level at the moment. Here we go. Hit F5. Let's go this way. See, these are sealed. I can get through them, but right now I'm waiting. I'm waiting. An open apartment. Here we go. Get items. Let's see here. Another open apartment. Take these credits.
Hey, you made it.
Here I am.
Beginning to wonder if you were going to show. The party's in full swing. Come on in. You have to try this Taresian ale. It's fantastic. We should have conquered this planet ages ago.
Careful, Sana. That wine's got quite the kick. A couple more bottles and we'll all be passed out on the floor.
Who cares? We're not on duty tomorrow. Let's live a little. Come on, drink up.
They all passed out. Sarina, whatever her name is. So we talked to her at the bar earlier, and she invited us to the to this area. And if we had not and convinced and just played nice, then I think that door would have been sealed. So here's some Sith armor, and so we can put that on kind of like as a disguise. So that was the point of this. All right, let's get all that. Let's see here. Kind of hilarious, though. Yeah. I may try to open one of them.
No problem. Got it.
Let's see here. Forget what. Not all these are, you can get light side, dark side. I'm just farming experience at the moment.
I've got a ton of things to do today. I can't talk to you.
I remember when a person didn't have to worry about thieves.
You ain't supposed to be here. This ain't your home.
That's right. What do they got? I do need this computer spike, though. I'm going to take that. That's fine. All right, standard door. Oh, that's the exit. Well, I don't know if I'll be coming back this way anytime soon, so I'm going to open up these other doors.
No problem. Got it.
Largo. Okay. Some of you do have to be careful with. Sometimes they, a little bit more than you expect.
Please don't hurt me. You don't have to kill me. I'll have Davik's money if he just gives me a little more time. Please. I don't want to die. Here, I've got 50 credits on me. That's all I've got. It's yours. Just don't tell Davik where I'm hiding, okay? I'm begging you.
Let's see, don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you.
You mean you're not here to kill me? But I thought you were one of Davik's bounty hunters. If you're not here to kill me, what do you want?
Maybe I could help you with your problem with Davik.
I don't think anyone can help me. I owe Davik money, and I was late with the payment. So he went to Zach's in the bounty office and put a price on my head. I've been hiding here ever since. But sooner or later, someone will find me. Unless I somehow come up with another 200 credits. I'm a dead man.
Yeah, I could go ahead and give him the 200. I'm trying to remember if there wasn't a way to like fake his death or something. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm just gonna say I won't tell him that you're hiding here for now.
Thank you. You've saved my life. At least until one of Davik's bounty hunters finds me.
All right. So, I'm gonna look in his footlocker. What you got? Computer spike. There we go. Can never have enough computer spikes. Those are kind of like lock-picking tools for your when you're at a computer. It's like a hacker thing. I think I did that one. Let's see here. Yeah, this is where they all passed out. Oh, I got the space dogs barking. I'm a little surprised we haven't leveled up yet, but I'm gonna go back down to the original apartment. I might go to the cantina first, though. There's a few things we can wrap up. Like I said, I've never really minded Terrace as a starting planet, because there's plenty to kind of do. It's not just tutorial, you know. But yeah, I like it. And I do need to try to beat him. I'm pretty sure you can, and then he gives you an extra card or two. I could be wrong. Or it could just... They didn't really have achievements like you think of nowadays with back then for this game. Let's see here. I don't... let me take a look at my character. We need about another 2,000 of experience before we get our next level, so I'm gonna hold off on this one. We could probably do it. I don't want to risk it. Probably. We can try to do one of these.
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gurlon Two Fingers.
Two Fingers.
And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Jedi Duncan. And to nobody's great surprise, Jedi is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gurlon Two Fingers.
Alright, so they're kind of introducing you to these duels and stuff. We can take a look here.
I love watching Ice fight. She proves this isn't just a man's game.
Alright, let's look at Deadeye Duncan.
What are you looking at, fresh meat? You want a piece of me? You want to step in the dueling chambers with me?
Who are you?
I'm Deadeye Duncan, the number 5 ranked duelist in this cantina. You must have seen me in the dueling chambers, right?
Dueling chambers? Wait a minute. You're the number 5 ranked duelist? Out of how many?
5. But it's an elite group, okay? It's not like just anyone can step into the dueling chamber. Well, actually, anyone can, but not many do.
Dueling chambers?
You know, the dueling chambers. 2 people in combat, loser gets carried out unconscious on a stretcher. It's the only reason people come into this part of the cantina. Look, I'm the number 5 ranked duelist around here. I don't have time to explain all this. Go talk to the duel organizer if you're interested. He's that hut over there in the corner.
Okay. Alright, goodbye.
Yeah, that's right. Back off. You know better than to challenge Deadeye Duncan. I will mess you up.
Mess me up, huh? How about you, Gurlon Two Fingers?
I haven't seen you around here before. You looking to step into the duel ring? Or did you just come to watch?
I want to ask you some questions.
I don't have time to answer your questions. I need to stay focused for my next match. Maybe Azure can help you out. He's the hut over there in the corner. He arranges all the duels.
Okay. Let's talk to Ice.
Wait, I know what you're going to say. I'm so beautiful, I'm so attractive. How can someone who looks so hot with a weapon in her hand be called Ice? Well, I've heard it all before. I'm here to take care of business in the dueling ring, not to have some slack-jawed, goggled-eyed man slobber all over me. So back off.
All right. Wow, that was Cold.
Well, now you know why they call me Ice. If you're looking for a match, go talk to Azure. He's that big hut over there in the corner. Otherwise, just go away.
What about you, Marl?
Hello there, Offworlder.
How
Allow
there.
me to introduce myself. My name is Marl. I'm one of the duelists here at the Cantina. I was wondering when you'd get around to talking to me.
Well, I'm Morgan Freeman. How are you doing?
No, we've never met. It's just that most people who come here to watch the duels are bored nobles, looking for a little excitement in their drab lives. But you're different. You look like you know a thing or two about combat. I'm guessing you didn't come here to sit on the sidelines and watch a duel. Are you looking for a match?
Tell me about these rules, Morgan Freeman.
The duels themselves are simple enough. Two combatants armed with stun pistols enter the ring. One walks out a winner. The other is carried out unconscious on a stretcher. If you're interested in setting up a match, or if you want to place a wager, just go speak to Azure. He's that hut over in the corner. He'll make all the arrangements.
Well, I'll ask you some more questions, though.
My area of expertise is pretty much limited to the dueling ring and the other combatants here at the Cantina. But I'll try to answer any questions you might have.
You know anything about the crashed Republic escape pods, Morgan Freeman?
Only what I heard from the news reports, which are all censored by the Sith. Some pods crashed into the Undercity. Anyone caught harboring survivors will be arrested and executed. Really, I don't think it's any of my business. The Sith want to call themselves rulers of Taris. It's fine by me, just so long as they don't shut the duel ring down.
I want to ask you about the duelists here.
You've come to the right man. I've been dueling here for nearly 20 years, and I remember every duelist who's been through this cantina. Of course, there are only 5 of us left now. Duncan, Gurlon, Ice, Twitch, and me. Bendak Starkiller comes in once in a while, but he's retired now.
Well, tell me about Duncan.
Duncan? Worst duelist ever. His nickname is Deadeye because he fights like he's blind. I wouldn't worry about him.
Well, tell me about Gurlon.
Gurlon used to be pretty good before the accident. His blaster overheated during a match and exploded. 1 in a million occurrence. Paralyzed 3 fingers on his right hand. They call him Gurlon Two Fingers now. He hasn't been the same since the accident. But he's still out here trying to earn a living. That's why I never fight with blasters.
Well, tell me more about Ice, if you don't mind.
Ice? She's not much for personality, but she's a hell of a fighter. Confident, steady. Popular with the crowd, too. If you go up against her, you know you're in for a tough match.
Well, tell me more about this Twitch fella.
Twitch? I think that Rodian is completely crazy, but he's very, very good despite his insanity. Or maybe because of it. Even I can't beat him.
All right, well, tell me more about yourself.
Me? I've seen my share of battles. My best years are gone. But I can still hold my own against anyone in here. Except maybe Twitch.
All right, well, let's finish up by talking about Bendak Starkiller.
What can I say? Bendak was a legend. Never lost a match his entire career. But he was bloodthirsty as an Iridorian battle rager. Never liked having to face the same opponent twice. Got so he wouldn't battle anyone unless it was a death match. When they made death matches illegal, he went into retirement. He still hangs around here sometimes. Bendak's the best there ever was, plain and simple. Even now, I'd bet that anyone who steps into the ring with him wouldn't make it out alive.
Okay now. I gotta say goodbye now, Morgan Freeman. It's good talking to you.
Goodbye, stranger. Maybe we'll talk again later.
Well, maybe we will, I reckon. All right, let's talk to this fella over here. Blast away, open fire, kill, maim. Are you insane? Ready, aim, fire. The trigger figures that she has mine. All right, goodbye. Shoot first, shoot last. Party, we'll have a blast. Yeah. Okay. Save. We're gonna do at least the Deadeye Duncan match. I'm sorry, human. The betting window's closed. No more fight rings now. People are sick of seeing the same duelists all the time. It's bad for business. We need a new face. Maybe you want to step into the ring? I might be interested. What's in it for me? I can arrange you to fight in the duel ring. If you win, you get the standard contract, 10% of all the wagers. Don't worry, nobody dies. Death matches are illegal. Most fighters in the duel ring use vibroblades or stun sticks because the ring's pretty small. But a few use blasters, whatever you prefer.
Vibroblades and blasters? And nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
The duel ring has an energy suppressor fields to make sure nobody dies. Weapons are limited, so they hurt, but don't kill. And we've got a medic droid. I'll do it, but I want more than 10%. I'm gonna try it again. Let's see. I'm gonna try it again. He's a hard nut to crack, but I think we can do it. I have almost everything maxed, but I may need another level or two. All right, I'm gonna try it one more time. Fine. The Mysterious Stranger, that's what we'll be called. I like it. No past, no history. It makes you seem like you have a big, dark secret. Makes them bet more.
This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across a crew manifest back on the Endar Spire.
I'm ready for the duel. Only one rule, nobody dies. Your opponent goes down, you get to finish them. Don't finish them off. Death matches are illegal. We'll start with Dead-Eyed Duncan. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so let's try it.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. You've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner, I give you Jedi Duncan! And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the terrace dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
All right, so let's, it doesn't let me. Okay, there we go. We got him.
It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! But really, are any of us surprised? Jedi losing isn't news. You have to do better than that to impress us, stranger.
Now, I think we could probably do Girl on Two Fingers, but I don't want to do it just yet.
What do you want? Oh, let me guess. You beat me in the dueling ring, and now you're gonna rub it in my face. Yeah, well, I'm used to it. So pardon me if I ignore your gloating.
How we going now? Well, you have a bad attitude.
Gee, I wonder why. Couldn't have anything to do with being the worst duelist on Terrace, could it? Even a rookie like you got the better of me. Look, I admit it, you're better than me. Everyone's better than me. Blindfolded, one-legged tack with a rusty knife could probably beat me, okay? Is that what you wanted to hear? You satisfied yet? Are you happy now that you've taken the last shred of dignity I have?
All right. I'll be going now.
Oh, well, okay. Goodbye, then.
All right, let's get our money. Good fight. They bet a lot when you fight. Makes me happy and rich. I always pay my debts. You won, you get paid. So we got 100 credits. Alright. Now, I think this is a med pack, but I think it replenishes after every fight. So I might as well take it. I don't remember, though. So I'm going to take that. And, yeah. So I'm going to hit F5. You know what? Let's try the dance. I'm going to try it. That's over here.
No hard feelings, my good man, but I can't really talk with you right now. It's difficult enough to draw the interest of the ladies in this establishment as it is. Surely you understand what I'm talking about. I'd guess you've experienced many lonely evenings, something I'm hoping to avoid tonight.
Oh, Lord. Don't bother me. I get paid to dance, not to talk. Okay. Okay, so this isn't the room I thought it was. Okay, that's okay. That's pretty much all we can do. We could try to play Nikos one more time.
Pazak is not for everyone.
Let's play.
I'm
gonna go back again down to 10 because I'm not confident we can beat him. All right. So the goal is to get to 20 without going over. Crap. Now there's these other cards we can get eventually. We can't guarantee that we'll be able to draw it, but they work as negative cards. In other words, we can, like, we went 21, so we went over. But if we had like a -1, we'd be able to get a perfect 20. And there's also the plus minus, so you can use it either way. But we lost this round. You got a perfect 20. So I'm going to use my 2 because I can't guarantee, you know. So we're tied. I started with 10. That's not great. Okay, that's okay. He's going to beat me if I stay at 17. I can almost guarantee it. Let's do it anyway. Yeah, we went over. We lost. See, he had a -4. Last time he beat me because he had a -5. I almost guarantee, like, this is like geared to for you to lose because it's so hard to beat him. I've already used up mine too, so gotta do it. Oh, I got it! Miracle. That was a 10% chance that would drop like that. But you have to win 3 rounds. Hey, you beat me. Yeah.
Pazak is not forever.
Okay. We'll try again later.
If you ever
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can beat him. He's just really, really difficult. So I'm going to go back to our apartments and I'm going to open up some of those side doors. We are at... Now, we didn't get hardly much experience at all. I thought we'd have at least 5,000 by now. We're at 4,100, and isn't it 4,100? Is that what it said? Yeah, 4,130, and I need 6,000 for the next level. I thought for sure we'd have it by that. With that fight that we did with Deadeye Duncan, I thought for sure that was going to give it to us. This is like, you must gather your party before venturing forth. Karth was slacking. So let's go this way.
No problem. Got it.
Okay. Again, I'm going to save because this could always backfire on us. What we got here? All right. How are you doing?
Pudu.
Don't hurt me. Just take what you want.
Yeah.
This is our... Oh, no. Our apartment's over there. So let's see what this is. Hold on.
No problem. Got it.
Dia. I don't remember Dia.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
I'm sorry, I was investigating the area.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
Holden? Who's that?
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you.
You can trust me. Maybe I can help.
Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now.
Maybe I could speak to Holden for you.
You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer.
All right. Let me ask you something, though.
I can't help you there. Since this thing with Holden, I've been scared to leave my apartment. I don't know anything about what's going on in the outside world anymore.
All right. I'll be going.
Goodbye and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
All right, so that's good. We did a persuasion check and some potential XP. So this is our apartment. We'll come back here in just a minute. And
no problem. Got it.
Nobody in here? Okay. All right, more computer spikes. That'll work. Let's see.
No problem. Got it.
All right, let's... I think he's innocent. Let me just double check. Yeah. Don't hurt me. I have nothing of value. Okay. But yeah, there is a apartment or two, and it's probably in the lower city. That when you open it, it's more of an ambush. So you do have to be a little careful. Oops. All right, let's go to our apartment. I'm gonna save right there. All right. So we're here. I don't think we got anything in here. Nah. All right. So now that we have a level or two, we could probably talk to Karth, and then we can probably call it right here. And like I said, I want to save some future streams for if we have an announcement or not, so I can kind of like really dig in and play the game. We're gonna, play this game for a while, I bet. But if we do get an announcement, then we can talk about that and kind of more engage with, what can we expect. If it's a trailer, maybe we can watch the trailer and break it down, things like that.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Is this a good time to ask you some questions?
I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary?
I mean, I just want to know you better.
Oh, well, if it's an interrogation you wanted, why didn't you say so?
It's not an interrogation. I never said that.
No, I was just joking. Though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
Let's see. I wasn't in a position to know what was going on, really.
Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people, and for what? On the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway, it got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
Why? Are you accusing me of something? No, I'll say I used to be a smuggler, if you must know. I was recruited into the fleet for my knowledge.
A smuggler? I should have guessed. Isn't it odd, however, that a smuggler who was added to the crew at the last minute just happens to be alive?
What's so odd about me being on the crew at the last minute?
You were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer.
Why would Bastila request my transfer?
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you, Karth, I had nothing to do with the crash.
I expect you're right. I've got no real reason to suspect you of anything. Still, it's better to be safe than sorry, right?
You do know we're on the same side, right?
Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
All right. You haven't heard the last from me on this.
All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
All right. There we go. So we'll save that. We'll do a hard save. And new KoTOR. And yeah. We'll probably call it right here. And I appreciate everybody coming by. And hopefully, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I want to. I want to continue, of course, this story. And then Thursday we'll have the Game Awards and we'll know a lot more. You know, if we don't get it, we don't get it. But I'm trying to mitigate my excitement. But at the same time, I've gotten so many consistent reports from other people who keep up with the game very closely, that it's just strongly believe that we're going to get something. Whether it's a full game reveal, a release date, or just saying it's out there, we're working on it. Anything really would be nice. But anyway, I will check you guys later. Y'all take care. And until next time, may the Force be with you always.